Chocolate has just joined. Nice.
What?
Someone just joined the Discord.
Oh, I thought it was just like chocolate, like you're celebrating that you've just got some sweets or something.
I've just got no. It would be like Skittles. Right, what's the score tonight, Andrew? What is the score?
You said you wanted to do your idea. I'm stepping back.
Oh yeah, if you're taking a break.
Taking a well-deserved holiday break. And you're coming up with every single idea from now until 32nd of June.
Nice. I have been doing some editing. I'm now the accomplished content creator.
That's it. You've been making the TikToks.
And my own spin-off, Toxic. No, I'm joking.
And the Toxics. TikTok
TikToks.
Toxic TikToks. Ah, there you go. We need to get that's it. We've got a new series, Toxic TikTok. Fucking hell. Toxic TikToks.
I've seen plenty of TikTok. I've been doing a little market research as such. And yeah, Toxic TikToks get your views.
Hey, there we go.
Guy on a ladder. No guns.
Yeah.
Schwack him. Schwack him for 100 views.
It's worth it. Worth every view.
Worth everything, man.
Sorry,
Schwack
bro.
him for 100 views.
Oh, we can re-record the. We spoke about last time about how to play like Dave, the toxic things, and we said about pretending someone doesn't have a mic.
Oh yeah.
And when we did that and it worked a treat, we need to record it.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
I show everybody how real friendly players play.
Yeah. Right. We're doing Medicalia.
See, this one is about the Medici, the medicine that goes into your body and makes your pee nice and clean.
The pee nice and large, like the Viagra, Valen, and Viennetta episode.
So you listened to the 87.8 episode?
I did, yes.
Ooh, nice. So
I was there. I saw it. I heard it live.
So when this one goes out, that was last week's episode, yeah? So our last week's episode, we had Cobra and Lad on just to talk about Cobra and Lad stuff and 87.8 stuff and podcast stuff and DayZ stuff.
Yeah, and one thing that was missed out, and it has to be mentioned, Lad is taking a step back from the 87.8's podcast.
Yeah, so we didn't know that at the time, did we?
Yeah, we didn't know that at the time, and the decision had been made. He did say he had been wrestling with it for a bit, but he is obviously focusing on him a little bit more on himself. He flew the flag for a lot of time, and he done very well. I'd like to applaud him for that very well.
Insert applause. Just sounds like I'm fapping, to be fair.
It sounds like I'm just flapping one out.
That's how happy I am. The lad has made his decisions and now he's going to be happy.
Yeah.
The thing is, so this is coming out Friday, right? So it's currently Friday today, but it's actually coming out in our time next Friday. In your listeners' time, it's out now.
Yeah, which is going to be the 31st of March.
The 31st of March. And then tomorrow night, in your listener land, future land, we are on their podcast.
Yeah, we're doing their format, their podcast. And if you would like to tune in, they do stream on YouTube, and they'll be around about 2000 hours, 8 o'clock PM for you civilians.
GMT. Hey, we've already established you weren't actually in the army, Dave, when you said that slogan wrong.
I did.
Is it failed to... What was it? The piss poor performance?
Piss poor preparation equals the piss poor performance.
Right, you get it right this time, eh? You get it right this time because you've had practice. You've been practicing it for weeks.
I look in the mirror and saying, why am I friends with Andy? And then afterwards, I can't say that slogan.
So I think that actually might be quite a fun episode, to be fair, because that's Lad's last episode. So if you don't come there for us, come there to see Lad and see him off. And
even if you just pop past and just put a little message, was, pleasure hearing you on our podcast, and obviously pleasure hearing it on his own podcast. But he does stream and every now and then, and he's just working on certain mods on the game. He has a lighting mod that's used on plenty of servers. So yeah, just check it out whenever you see. What's the actual mod called? It's called Lads
Lighting Overhaul.
Lighting Overhaul. That's it. Yeah. So if you see that within the mods being downloaded, just know you heard that guy's voice on our podcast.
That's your boy. So thank you very much for tuning in to yet another episode of Friendly, a DayZ podcast. This episode is episode 20. Finish my sentence, Dave. Because I can't remember.
23.
23. Lovely
23.
job.
Like the year we're in and the episode we're on. 23. You can listen to our podcast on Spotify, YouTube, as well as we have had it for a couple of weeks now, but we have started our own TikTok with shorts on our gameplay. It's little bits of our gameplay, and it's just some of them are tips and some of them are just our gameplay. There will be some segments of our podcast, but I'm trying to keep that out of the TikTok, so it's not so much you get to listen to it twice, because there'll be no point listening to it twice.
What are you on about? Listen to it 4 times, everybody listening right now. Everyone listening now. This is the first time you're going to listen to this episode, all right? Next time you listen to it, that'll be the second time. And this message will change to this is your second time. I don't fucking know what I'm talking about.
Just only listen to this bit. This is your third time. Only listen to this one, and then
this is your 4th time. You just need to skip that bit, all right? Okay.
And if we run into it in gaming, you've not listened to it 4 times, we're going to leg you.
Yeah, we're going to leg you. But how many times did you listen to episode 23, bastard? And you're like, only twice, sire. And we're like,
only twice. Schwack with a crowbar.
Toxic, a friendly podcast. No, fuck. Okay, right.
A friendly podcast. Toxic friendly podcast.
We're getting carried away. This episode, like I said, is episode 23. We are trying to host some sort of competition on episode 25.
Yeah.
We have some ideas, but please let us know what you I mean, actually, the prize is we've already got the prize, haven't we? And we haven't told anyone what it is.
I've got the prize, yeah. I'm looking at it now, actually.
Oh.
And it's a blow-up Sally. Oh, no, it's a second-hand fleshlight. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. I can't find the right box. No, it's a
wrong drawer.
Gaming headset. It is a G335 white gaming headset.
Logitech.
PC, Xbox. Logitech, yeah. Looks beautiful, actually.
Not sponsored.
Doesn't taste as good as the second-hand fleshlight, though.
Oh, why are you tasting it, Dave? Dave, that's all you...
Oh, that's a shame. I thought you all done that.
I bet your one just fucking smells of dick cheese and Skittles now.
Yeah, I use it as like a Skittle holder. Imagine that.
And you're just like football players when they spray water in their mouth. You just do that with Skittles.
I'm just like that with Skittles coming out of it.
Slimy Skittles.
Oh, that's made me feel ill as well, guys. So if instead of having an epilepsy warning, we should have a fucking boke warning.
Yeah, we need like a vom warning. Like, we need to move on.
We do. This is episode 23.
Have you got a name for this episode?
Man, Med, Muscular.
Okay, you've been on the internet for too long today, haven't you?
I have drank half a bottle of port today, that's for sure.
Are you just reading your search history? Drugs and muscular men.
Man meat. What the fuck? There's all these M's.
Right. How about this is episode 23, The Medic and Me.
The Medic and Andy, yeah.
No, not... Okay. Intro music.
My background, my history, I was a combat medic in the army, moving to a combat nurse. I wanted to get on the medical, all the stuff to do with medical and health to do with DayZ character. A little bit more serious than normal episodes, but we're still going to talk about it. I just wanted to see, marry it up with real life. Obviously it's a computer game at the end of the day, and it's not going to be too realistic as in like real realistic.
Yeah. I mean, this is you say that, right? But how many other games do you know that has such a diverse health system or such a complicated health system? Usually in a game, either your health just regenerates by itself or a med pack fixes everything. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, I've got 8 med packs in my backpack. Psh, there we go. Broken arm, no problem. Broken leg, no problem. Influenza, no problem. One fix does all, you know?
Yeah, like one sheet does plenty.
Yeah, one sheet, yeah. Was it, is it bang? Bang! And the dirt is gone.
And the dirt is gone.
That's what it is.
And your medicine and your
ailments
problem
are gone.
is gone.
Yeah. Bang! No more ailments. That's what it is.
And you're back in the room.
So this is, I think, DayZ. Firstly, we should start off in saying that this is probably one of the most complicated medical health systems today.
Saying that as well, obviously, and certain other servers like the one that we're currently playing on and our group are playing on, has had their own type of poisoning and not medical stuff. So we're going to be talking about the vanilla stuff, but obviously there's certain servers that do tweak it for themselves.
Yeah, we can move on to that. Like things like Generous Has Fallen, for instance. They've got their own thing, and hey, we'll come back to that. We'll circle back round. Don't you worry.
We never have time to circle back round.
No, fair enough. We're chatting too much shit. Say it while it's on our mind. No. Right. So
yeah. So where do we want to start with this, or do we want to just start? Let's start right at the top. Let's start at the top.
Basics.
What's the most common? The most common one that everyone normally gets, especially if you're playing the mouse. You get influenza, the cold. You get it mainly if you're wet or cold for too long, especially if you stay like light blue for a long period of time. You get your little bacteria symbol, and you do start to cough and sneeze, which can stop you. So I'll talk about like coughing and sneezing is stage 1. Frequent shivers, which is stage 2. Stage 3 is basically where you get goes blurry every now and then. Your sight goes blurry, and that was added in like 118, 119, I think.
No, it was around 8. It can't be last patch.
No,
surely
it was 18.
Yeah, I think so.
It was 18. Ways and means of combating this. You take your vitamins. You quite obviously dry your clothing off and keep warm, trying to get your plus symbol when you make a fire and stuff. Obviously, don't make it too obvious, or someone's gonna shoot you in the head.
Was it schwack?
Or you can get rid of certain things. Well, like I said, you take some multivitamins, and that will stop you from getting your cold symbol. And if it gets more into stage 2, stage 3, really, you need to be pushing it out with your antibiotics, your tetracycline.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, as well as keeping your food and water on high, because it will use more of your food and water. You notice you'll go down to yellow and red a lot faster because it uses a lot more nutrients.
So I knew about this. So I knew that when you've got the cold, you lose your food and water quickly. I knew that, but I didn't know. Through. I didn't know that when you're in stage 2 or 3 that multivits don't really work.
Multivits do work, but at a slower reaction than Tetra. That's what it's saying on here, and that's what it said on a couple of YouTube videos I've been watching, and well as a personal experience. Pushes it out a lot faster, gives it that kick. It's like Cavonia, cough medicine with clout.
Okay, so after influenza then? What's the next poorly?
All right, but staying away from being poorly, then let's bounce from one between the other. Let's go with just a normal cut, gunshot wound. Right. So you got a bandage.
Do I?
What do you need to check on your bandage?
Whether it's disinfected or not.
Yeah. What can you disinfect? Even bandages can still give you your hematolic. What's it called? It's called a hematolic reaction.
If you say so.
Which is just basically a blood disease. You get a blood infection that you get from patching yourself up with dirty rags and bandage.
And you start going, ugh. And you start jittering, don't you? And going, ugh.
And then stage 2 is where you start losing health and alcohol. It's iodine doesn't do anything. So what you can do, you got 3 different items that you can disinfect your rags and your bandages with, and they are alcohol tincture, disinfectant, and iodine.
I'm being your actor if you didn't realise.
Oh yeah, I was getting that. It was slightly off-putting, but I loved it.
Right, I actually missed what you were saying. So what was it? Alcohol tincture, iodine, and what?
And disinfectant, the spray bottle. It disinfects your rags. As long as it comes up with that grey disinfectant, because look at your rags, make sure they're disinfected, because they can be not disinfected and still give you that blood disease.
Wait. Here's the other thing. So your bandages can be damaged or badly damaged, can't they? But they can still be disinfected.
Yeah, they can be. And you can disinfect them if they're not disinfected.
So you don't have to just use pristine ones.
But if you want to gamble, it's only a percentage whether you're going to get. So I think it's a 25% chance that you're going to get the blood disease, the blood infection, the wound infection.
And it doesn't feel like it. It fucking feels 100%.
It doesn't feel like it. It feels like you get it every single time, every time. Like 60% of the time, every time.
Yeah.
Alcohol tincture and disinfectant, they have a lower rate of getting rid of your blood infection, but the iodine has almost 100% chance if you do it 3 times of getting rid of it. Once the little pill symbol comes up when you douse your wound in the iodine. Yeah.
So you can use that spray on your wounds to clean them.
Yep.
Just regular household spray.
Yes, but you basically use it all up before you're out of it, and you could actually drop into stage 2 where it's non-void, and you're gonna need Tetra to help you get rid of it as well as the iodine.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah. They've moved on. This is like real in depth. For a computer game, this is super in depth. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. We're going to go back into talking about some cholera in a minute, and you're going to shit yourself, literally.
It's like dysentery.
Yeah.
Gonorrhea.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, Jesus. Imagine if you get gonorrhea on this game. It's like GTA.
Or just like crabs, and then you're like in a bush scratching and people can hear you. And you guys just like, oh fuck.
We really want to give people's positions away on this podcast.
With crabs or dysentery, one of the two. Come on, devs.
Either way, we just want to find out where you are by what disease you've got. All right, so let's move on to cholera then.
Yeah. Okay, I think I've just got over the last bit. Hang on, I'm just going to open my can of Monster.
You've just got over it. What drugs were you taking?
Yeah, I just used disinfectant spray from under the sink, man.
On my pee-pee, and now I've not got thrush.
Right, talk to me about cholera. What is that and where'd you get it?
All right, you get cholera from drinking dirty water. You can get it from eating... Well, no, it's just basically drinking dirty water.
Okay, so this is like what, from ponds, rivers, and like bottles that you find?
Yeah, bottles that you find, canteens you find, cooking pots that you find. Yeah, that's what you get. Complications of it is you start vomiting, higher water consumption rates. Obviously, the same as most illnesses, your food and water will be used at a higher rate, so you'll be dropping down to your yellow and your reds a lot faster.
Mm-hmm.
Prevention is make sure you get clean water. Cures, treatments, you wouldn't be taking your earlier stages, want to be taking your multivitamins, or to push it out your system if you've actually got the cholera, is Tetra again, the antibiotic Tetra, just to get it out of your system.
All right, this bit has just actually given me an idea for the tip for this episode, so I'm just going to write it down and not mention it now.
Perfect, that's what I like to hear.
Done.
Cool.
So tetracycline helps with cholera as well, right?
Yeah, it helps with cholera as well. It's an antibiotic, so it gets rid of things like... Just remember, they've gone really well here, because you go to the doctors, you're going to get an antibiotic for a chest infection, which is like a really bad influenza. Cholera, essentially, is going to need antibiotics as an infection again, so it's going to need a penicillin of some sort, but tetracycline is a penicillin in the game. So, they've done really well with that.
And this is one of the ones where I think is one of the illnesses that when you ingest something to catch it can also cause you to be sick if you eat too much and drink too much.
See, now this is a salmonella.
No, I think for cholera as well. So if you get cholera, if you eat too much, you can be sick. Same with salmonella. They both.
That's not any type of disease. That's just your belly's full and then you're sick.
No.
I do that when I have too many Skittles. But yeah, it's essentially the same thing, like, Andy, but it's not Not much.
Okay. All right, move on. That leads us on to the way. No, that's fine. I was just about to give away my tip.
All right, well, don't give away your tip because now we're gonna stay online with that type of thing. We're gonna talk about salmonella.
Salmonella,
Not semolina. Salmonella.
semolina. Is that like that's a very British thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a moussey thing. It's like a moussey dessert. Yeah. A couple of ways of getting salmonella is you eat in raw animal food.
Who does that?
Eating the guts. If you eat the gut, I don't know why you didn't go straight in the guts. Crazy, but if you're in that dire need, you might have to. Or eating with bloody hands after cutting up a animal
Or a human.
Yeah,
if you're into that.
Can you still get it from beating the fuck out of zombies with bad hands?
Nah.
Nah. That would be too real.
That would be fucked up, yeah.
That would be very too real, that was.
Can you imagine, like, just actually punching a zombie and your hand goes in their head and then you just, like, lick it? Yum. No, nice.
Oh.
That's quite...
Yeah, beautiful.
That would be so gross.
Oh, brain jelly, lovely.
Yeah, oh, jelly.
Jelly.
So yeah, eating or drinking from a well or whatever without gloves
bloody
on.
Hands,
with
without
bloody
gloves
hands.
on.
Yeah.
But a good tip that I've said as well, you can have this one for free, is always make sure your hands are clean underneath your gloves. Because if your gloves get ruined and you eat, you get the blood infection.
Oh, is that right? I didn't know that.
No, nor did I. I didn't know that as well. But I was playing with a guy today actually, and he told me that. He said, make sure your hands are clean before putting on them gloves. Otherwise, if your gloves get ruined, you're going to get bummed. That's his exact words.
I think that was more of a threat than a tip, Dave.
Yeah, wash your hands or you're going to get bummed. Yeah. So your complications from salmonella are you vomit like normal salmonella in real life, and your food and water are being used a lot faster because you're vomiting them up a lot of the time. How do you get rid of it? Well, obviously you wear gloves, you wash your hands, you cook the meat.
This is prevent it, not get rid of it.
Yeah, or you can boil it, cook it, or dry it. You know, either way, just make sure it's cooked, not raw. And to get rid of you being sick, you're going to need the charcoal tablets. Stop you from being sick.
Okay.
I always like to recommend a charcoal tab / multivit special. I don't know if it makes any difference in the game, but I do it anyway.
What, nice cocktail.
Yeah, nice little cocktail.
So tetracycline wouldn't help with that.
It may help with it. On my algorithm here, it says it doesn't.
On your algorithm.
I'm looking at it. It says this is 1.10, so they may have added that in.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just asking, to be fair.
I don't know, man. No, it says charcoal tablets are the ones to stop you from vomiting. But charcoal tablets have had added, like that was the only thing that charcoal tablets could help you with as such. But now you can add the charcoal tablets to gas filters to make the gas filters full.
Yeah.
Which is an excellent part of using them charcoal tablets. They only had one use before. Now they've got two uses.
Well, they pretty much had no uses before, because when you're even slightly experienced, you know how to not get ill.
Yeah, salmonella is one that is really avoidable, massively avoidable. Yeah. I don't know at what point. You can even wash your hands in a running river. As long as you don't drink that water, you can still wash your hands in it and still not get salmonella, which is quite weird if you think of it normally, but take advantage of it.
You can't get salmonella from the river. You get cholera from the river.
You could probably get cholera, but if you wash your hands and then eat, you don't get salmonella or cholera.
True.
Even though you've washed in the river that if you drank out of, you would get cholera.
So is there I wonder if there's a double chance of if you eat raw meat with bloody hands? Ooh, or is it pretty much a guaranteed thing? You know what I mean?
It's pretty much guaranteed, I think. I mean,
is it?
I haven't well...
You haven't done the math?
I haven't done them. I haven't done the workings out, but I will go in there and work it out.
That's it. I mean, just spend all day tomorrow just killing yourself by eating raw meat.
Yeah, I've been doing some research on this actually, and that was one of the ones I didn't test. So fuck you,
son of a bitch.
Okay, so the next one is one that they brought in, and we're going to go back to injuries more than illness. Is broken legs.
Okay,
happens more prevalent now. Happens quite a bit,
especially around you.
Yeah, even the smallest jumps can fuck your leg up now. Just making sure you got that splint or your painkillers, to get you walking a bit better.
Yeah, so let me just take over talking whilst you finish your mouthful of Skittles. What they have
I ain't
done...
got Skittles.
What you got, Dick?
No.
You got something in your mouth?
I haven't.
Well, you're such a fucking liar. You're such a liar.
I got a swig of beer.
What beer are you drinking?
Mythos.
Ah, Mythos. Greek. It's a Greek beer.
Actually, they do it once every summer. They do it for a month, and I buy at least 2 crates. I fucking love Mythos.
Yeah.
I've got massive memories with it. I love it, man. In Cyprus, when I was there, I used to drink it like water. Fuck the water. Bring me the wine.
Through your bum.
With a tube.
That's how I drink my water. So, I mean, with the change that they made with the inertia, breaking your legs used to be really, really prevalent. It used to happen all the time, right? Because you'd just go catapulting down a hill. But that doesn't happen as much these days anymore with the new inertia system. You can still fall off shit, don't get me wrong. But being thrown like 6 feet forward while coming down a hill, I don't really think that happens much at all anymore, does it?
No, you hug the ground more now, but what I'm saying with the new hitbox markers, your gun gets ruined, your leg gets ruined. Do you know what I mean? Like, you break your leg very easily if someone's shooting at you from distance rather than you just getting some damage to your chest.
So I know it sounds stupid, but what are the symptoms of having a broken leg, Dave? Please tell me.
Well, you fall to the ground instantly. It's actually very comical. I done it to Mark the other day, and I was like, I'm fucking aiming at you. He says, you hit me in the leg, and I hit the floor like I was going prone position. And I was just like, okay. And then, and then if you try and stand up and walk, you slowly come in and out of consciousness. You drop down unconscious. And it takes you some time to come back round.
Because it gives you shock damage, doesn't it?
Yeah, or I think you can get up and walk while holding control. You're really slow, but as soon as you take your finger off the control to look around or to change your weapon or anything like that, you drop uncon.
Yeah. So going back a little step, back a step, because we broke our leg. Back a stumble. You can break your leg by falling, but then you can also break your legs by bear traps. You can break your legs by being shot in the leg. And then you can break your legs by a landmine as well, because landmines used to kill you.
Landmines don't kill you now.
Yeah, they used to kill you, like, straight out.
It's, in fact, IRL, they don't kill you. Mines are incapacitants. Anti-personnel mines are incapacitants. They're meant to take you and somebody else out of the battle. So, they've changed the mine. The mine doesn't kill you. It breaks your leg, and it fucks your clothing and anything you got in your inventory right up.
Yeah, maybe your shoes usually end up ruined.
Oh, your shoes, your trousers, and you have to fucking splint. And if you've had a splint, you keep it in your trousers and you got a ruined splint. Oh, kurva.
And then you've probably shit yourself, so you need new trousers as well. And, fucking hell.
You got dysentery. Blood infection. No, I'm joking.
And then you're so embarrassed, you start sweating, you start getting really sweaty top, and then your top gets ruined. And, oh, man.
Oh, it's disgusting,
so
man.
Embarrassing. Okay.
It's like watching Angela White on Pornhub. Oh.
Who's Angela White?
Don't worry, just put that in. Everyone will love it.
Yeah?
It's one of the top porn stars.
Is she?
Yeah.
All I'm thinking...
Australian one. It's an Australian one with massive hooters.
I'm thinking, when you say Angela White, I picture Angela from The Office.
Oh, yeah. Actually...
Because she's just got white hair. That's the...
yeah, nothing like that at all. In fact, the complete fucking opposite. This girl loves dick. I mean, please don't put that in. We're getting sued. She's
I'll
rich.
edit it out. Don't worry, I'll edit it out. How do you fix
Be back in a minute.
All right, Dave, you're back. It's been 20 minutes. Where did you go?
Nothing. Nothing at all. My legs are just really weak. Right, yeah. So moving on. I'm gonna
Splint. No, not splint. I ruined it. How'd you fix it?
Fix what? Broken leg?
Yeah, the broken leg.
A broken leg. You fix a broken leg with a splint. It's made with 6 rags and 2 short sticks.
I don't think it's
or
that
a full
much.
bandage and short sticks.
It's not 6 rags, dude. It's like 2
3
rags, isn't it?
Nah, 3 rags, 2 rags.
Let's Google it. I just drag a stack onto it myself if I ever break my leg.
Yeah, I do. That's why I don't know exactly. And I know a full bandage. It works with a full bandage. It's either a full bandage or a couple of rags, which is a bit unfair because a full bandage is actually, yeah.
How to make a splint in DayZ. When in short supply of bandages, you can also craft rags and use them as in the splint recipe. And do you know what? Actually, you can actually use duct tape as well.
Yes, you can. You can. Yeah. Now they stopped it from repairing my gun. Now they're going to help me repair my leg.
Why can't I find how many rags it takes? I mean, I
It's
never
2
carry
or 3.
rags.
It's 2 or 3.
It's a handful of rags. Everybody's got rags, you know. Oh, 4. I think it's 4.
Yeah, it's definitely 2 or 3. Fuck.
It's 4. or duct tape, or a bandage.
I don't understand
right?
that. A full bandage is basically 6 rags. I'm taking it as 6 rags, but it takes a full bandage off you, or is it a full wrap of duct tape? But then it only takes 4 rags off you.
I don't know. Maybe the rags are bigger.
It would take you longer.
You can only use those bandages 4 times, though, can't you? The little ones.
Yeah, that's true. But they're faster
Yeah,
and more efficient. By 2.9%. No.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, all right. And so that's essentially your broken leg now. That's everything that can happen to you injury-wise. Now, going back onto illnesses.
No, we're not yet, because actually, I just got a little bit about the broken leg that I'd like to add in, please, if you wouldn't mind, Mr. David.
Put your hand up and ask again, please.
Sir?
There you go. You left of the class there, back there.
Yeah, sir, I just wanted to say that the real healer of a broken leg is actually time, and a splint just speeds up that time. And it means that there's less time required for your broken leg to not be broken no more.
Thank you very much, Andy. Take off that dunce cap. And put back on the nonce cap.
No, fuck's sake. I'm telling you what, you're making my editing job so difficult today.
Yes, I am. A port was not a good idea. No, I'm joking.
Right, listen. So without a splint, it takes about 30 minutes, doesn't it? So your leg will naturally heal if you don't have a splint.
Man, for 30 minutes limping with no thingy, you're going to get from...
You're going to get from wherever you are to pretty much nowhere.
Solnichi to Solnichi Factory, and that is it. I don't think you'll get there.
No, you might not, but... the splint pretty much halves it, and I think the timing is anywhere between 8 and 15 minutes, depending on how bad the fracture is.
In fact, I doubt if you'll get from the PD in Gorka to the medical centre in Gorka in that time. All right. Illnesses. Move on to the illnesses now. So, poisoning. You can get poisoned as a person. It says you can get poisoned. You can eating rotten food.
Oh, yeah, chemical poisoning.
It gives you very similar symptoms to salmonella. These are very similar symptoms. It even says it here. You can get it from eating rotten food, burnt food, the old double cross when someone's got gasoline in their canteen. Gasoline gives you it. And drinking disinfectant and alcohol. Because why would you do that? Great.
I didn't know you could drink disinfectant. I'll tell you what, disinfectant's got to be one of those items that I never pick up or use or anything, really.
You wouldn't do it. You wouldn't use a disinfectant or the alcohol tincture to do anything apart from disinfect your rags. Maybe you can clean your hands with the tincture and the disinfectant. Oh, yeah, you can, yeah. Disinfectant spray and the tincture, you can clean your hands with it as well. So I didn't add that bit in earlier. Yeah, I've just read it. Basically exactly the same symptoms as salmonella, where you go vomiting and use your food and water. Things that you can get rid of it is using your charcoal tablets with a nice little cocktail of tetracycline and vitamins, depending on how far down it is. But try and use a nice cocktail to get rid of it. It should go away the same as salmonella.
Because you've ingested something, right? And that's what charcoal does. Like, even IRL, like, that's a real thing, isn't it?
Yeah. So when you take too many drugs, or when people do overdoses, they like to give them this charcoal to make them vomit up, get the bad stuff out of the body, so it's not actually ingested through the digestive system.
And the charcoal binds to all of the chemicals, so it goes into
it soaks it up. If you don't know what bind means,
it goes into the charcoal rather than into your bloodstream.
Yeah, it's a bit like an NBC suit that the army wear. It has a charcoal lining. It means that the radiation gets soaked up by the charcoal lining and not by your skin, which is an organ.
Another one?
Right, let's move on to the one that you may want to do. You know, when we were talking about different runs that we've done. And this one is the cannibal eating human meat, human fat. You will get the laughter and the shakes. And the shakes are very hard. When it's all fun and games when you've got the little laughter that sounds like Sarah Moore.
Was that your impression?
Sorry, Sarah Moore. That was a terrible impression of your excellent laugh. Actually, your laugh is actually super infectious. And like, don't mind the pun.
So what's this disease called?
Huh?
You haven't named the disease yet. You haven't said what it is.
Oh, it's a guru. Because it's got a weird face of the weirdest face on here. And do you know what the cure for Kuru is? It's got a revolver with one round next to it.
Like an F11. The only way to fix it.
Yeah, so
it does introduce like a nice gameplay element though.
Yeah, it is funny. Like me and Andy always talk about things that give you away, and that laugh and that tick is horrendous. If you've got a shot on someone and then you got that laughter, then you know the tick's coming. You have to get your shot away so fast. I used to do it quite a bit. Actually, it's not bad to do a little bit of a cannibal run every now and then. Is you use people's bones and
heard it here first, guys. Heard it here first. Dave's a cannibal.
Great. Yeah, I mean. I wouldn't want to do it IRL, but in-game is great.
Oh, we're talking about in-game. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Sure thing. Everybody believes you.
Sure, buddy. Anything you say, buddy.
Say.
And then we got the last one on my list, and Andy may add to the list afterwards, is the... It's a type of blood reaction. It's hard to do. It's just if you put the wrong blood type in your body.
Oh,
so when you find someone's blood in their inventory and you can't tell what's in that blood pack and you give it to yourself, I don't know why you would, just to try and regain your blood if you're on yellow blood or red blood when everything's black and white back in the 60s, and you give yourself the blood. If they're not the same blood type as you are going to get a reaction from that, become unwell. It said it will go away after a few minutes when the reaction has ceased. So whenever you stop having that blood reaction where all your stats drop down low and your stamina, you lose your stamina and stuff, then it should go away after 3 minutes.
Oh shit, it's probably not worth it though, is it?
Nah, but what it says, prevention is check your blood type. Make sure that you are compatible with the blood, the blood that's in the blood bag. I actually don't know this, and maybe you can answer this, Andy, but do you know what blood type's in a blood bag?
Yeah, you can use a blood test kit on it.
On it as well as yourself?
Yeah, so you can use a blood test kit on you, use a blood test kit on someone else, and you can use it on a blood test, on a blood bag. I'm
not being funny, but when I pick up one of their medical pouches from the med centre and stuff, I fuck everything off apart from bandages, etc. And I try and do the IV start, with the saline to regain my blood. That's it.
I mean, that's another thing, right? So, what kind of fucking game has blood test kits, right? Unless it's like you work in a hospital simulator game, you know what I mean? Like Hospital Tycoon or some shit. And then you've got salines that you can make and craft to help with your blood loss.
We haven't even done an episode yet on food and what type of food and stuff's around. But bloody hell, we're going to turn it into farming simulator if we talk about it then. This is hospital simulator 2.0.
It is. I'm telling you, it's Hospital Tycoon. It's Apocalypse PD? No, that's placed upon.
Apocalypse A&E.
Yeah, Apocalypse A&E Tycoon.
Yeah, it's crazy. So we haven't even spoken about this at the moment. I'm talking about if your blood's really low and you've been hit by zombies or shot a few times and your blood's really low. Saline, if you add a bag of saline to an IV start kit, make a saline, you can regain at least 50%. Is it 50% per bag?
I think it's about that, yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? Actually, it's well worth having them two separately. The saline bag and the IV start kit. It takes up too much room in the inventory. But if you combine it, it becomes great help after a battle.
You can always also use a blood collection kit to collect some of your own blood, so you know it's your blood type. Put that with an IV start kit as well. Combine them. It takes up the same space as the blood bag would on its own anyway, so just combine them. Keep it in your
same
invent.
as the IV start kit, isn't it? Yeah, the IV start kit and saline.
Your blood obviously goes down a little bit, which is fine, but because it will quickly regain, you're not in a combat situation at that point. It's on about piss poor preparation leads to piss poor performance. Fucking nailed it.
If you do not prepare, be prepared to fail.
Isn't that the Scouts logo? No, that's always be prepared.
No, that's dib dib dib.
I do actually have one to add.
One to add, please.
I'll have a vow. A vow? A constant?
And one for the top, please. And two for the
middle. It's a relatively new one. Toxic poisoning. So these gas zones, you can go in them. There's a few static ones. You can go in the static ones, or if the town that you're in gets hit by a gas bomb, gas explosion that stays in that area for 30 minutes. If you are in there, you after 30 seconds, you'll start to get cuts. And you'll start to take on some toxic poisoning. The only antidote for that is with a pox injector. Once you've already caught it, but you'll start being sick, you'll start coughing.
It has a lime green like dib, like end. Then it has a white centre with a black top.
And the way to avoid getting these illnesses is MBC suit. Yeah, I mean you can theoretically keep stacking up on pox grenades. Pox antidotes and stay in there for a bit longer. But who's got time for that? Like, just move on. Just get out of there.
Yeah. I've got obviously 3 things I haven't mentioned when I'm talking about this, and this is very in depth for a computer game. This is very in depth, as well as if you've got a cut or a bleed, you can use a sewing kit to sew yourself up.
Oh, I forgot about that.
What am I, bloody Jack Reacher? Bloody hell! I think I'm Jason Bourne. Oh my god, Jason Bourne!
Oh my god!
Fucking I'm bloody sewing myself up in. Oh, look at me, lad. Oh, I'm hard I am. I got this from Nam.
Just something dirty. Do you know what? I wish that was a thing where you could keep the scars. You know what I mean? Like the more fights that your character has been alive in.
Oh man,
I mean,
great. One of the characters looks like he's been to Nam. The old guy looks like he used to fly helicopters.
I always play as
Hueys. Yeah. And there's 2 more things I haven't mentioned. Right, epinephrine in real life. This, adds you adrenaline. It gives you more adrenaline. Can keep keep your heart going and stuff. Basically, it keeps you having unlimited stamina for a period of time. Why it's lasting, it's about 2-3 minutes, but you can run it.
It's not that long. I think it's like 90 seconds.
90 seconds, yeah. But use it from running in the open. You use it to, when you're in a combat situation, getting from one location to the other. They count on you having terrible stamina. And another one which goes, you got the lesser of the 2 now, which is on the other one. You have the codeine pills. There's a painkilling pills. If you're on yellow health, or you've got a little bit of a broken leg or that, you take these codeine painkiller pills. It can help you walk a bit faster, as well as the morphine injector that can make you, almost like you're not injured. Obviously, if you've got a broken leg, you can't walk any faster than it is. But it takes away that groan. If you take the codeine pill, which was found out, it takes away the groan.
Yeah. So codeine and morphine, if you're on like red or yellow health, you obviously walk a lot slower and you have like or whatever.
Making weird noises.
Yeah. But then if you take one of like a painkiller like codeine or morphine, you're still on red or yellow health, but then you can move. Your movement is as if you're on white health.
Yeah.
Apart from the broken leg element, you'll still have a broken leg and you'll walk like
9
you've got
times
a broken
out
leg.
of 10, I chin off the codeine pills. You've got to take a lot of them. I think it's 2 codeine pills to get. I always keep the morphine injectors, really, to be fair. And if you're these type of guys that play on unlimited stamina, you really don't need epinephrine.
No, if you're on a server that's got unlimited stam, then just bin it off. I don't know why the server owners keep it in, but maybe it's bound to another.
Maybe it's bound to morphine. Maybe it's like,
But a good tip for this. Oh, that's another tip. Nah, fuck it. I'm keeping it. I'm writing it down.
You keep throwing your tip around at the moment, Andy. It's just getting a bit awkward. No, HR need to get involved. You keep throwing your fucking tip around.
Put your tip away.
You fucking rotten cunt. Oh, and I haven't even talked about bloody chlorine tablets.
Shut the fuck up right now.
I know.
Shut up.
I know. Right, you
Shut
find some dirty water, guys.
No,
you
shut
find
up.
dirty water in what?
Why aren't you listening to me? Be quiet. You're about to ruin my tip.
Look, I'm the fucking teacher.
Sir.
Yeah.
Can you shut the fuck up, please?
Roger that, Ghost Rider.
Friendly? So that covers up that covers off quite a lot. It does cover off quite a lot, Dave.
Easily missed a bit. That medical and injury system is just crazy. It's crazy big. It has got so much in depth. I mean, in all fairness, like you mentioned, yeah, you might need a medical degree to know everything. Yeah,
I just think, although we've covered off a whole podcast episode's worth of medical information, I still feel like there's a lot. We could have gone a lot deeper, couldn't we?
Oh yeah, I could have got my old textbooks out from university and gone like really in depth.
Nah, let's not do that.
Let's not do that because it bored the shit out of me and it's going to bore the shit out of you.
We're meant to be an entertainment podcast.
Essentially, the game is quite a hell. The game is quite hard. There's just so much to do with the medical system. And it's actually pretty spot on. Obviously, without going too IRL, it is pretty spot on. You know, you got salmonella, cholera, blood disease. It's just crazy. You get ill from dirty food. It's just...
Yeah. And like I said, you compare that to something like Modern Warfare. There you go. I'll just have a med pack. Or fucking Tarkov. I'll have a square bit of cheese. Yeah. I mean, they do have a few more bits, to be fair. But
yeah, but essentially, this is probably the most in-depth medical system in a game. I know it is a survival game, but in a game, it's just completely weird dynamic.
Yeah. A&E Tycoon Apocalypse Edition. Copyrighted.
Yeah, like Running Simulator, A&E Tycoon, Farming Simulator. It's got them all in once. Why don't we just get all the communities together?
There's something for everybody.
Something for everybody. You can have some. You can have some.
Friendly! So, Dave, you're going to have to step in and save the day with no, that's wrong. With a video of the week today.
Okay, I will do it normally for you, Andy.
So
this is...
Hang on.
Oh, what?
Hang on. Hang on. I'm still talking.
Hang on. Oh, what? I had myself in flow there, man. I was going to get it going. My voice was going...
I know, you got into proper entertainment mode.
Yeah.
Just wait.
Blockbuster.
Wait until I stop talking.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
I fucking knew you wouldn't be able to resist. So we said that we were going to do video of the week every other week, every video of the bi-week, week, and the other week, we were going to do a Tag Your It, where people were meant to tag us in things on Twitter. And basically, you've all let us down and not tagging us in shit.
Blocked like a salmon.
Yeah, we're just getting blocked left, right, and centre, right?
All right, Spaggy.
So, all right. we won't go into that. So, fuck it. I might leave it in though.
So you don't listen to us, so it don't fucking matter.
Yeah, well, I've lost my train of thought big time. You can't. So yeah, Dave has had to give us a video of the week now. So if you find something cool to tag us in it, please, and then we can talk about it. And we'll like say, hey, this guy tagged us in this thing. That's pretty cool.
This is just the listeners saying, actually, Andy, we want to hear the intro of video of the week.
Is that what it is? They voted with their feet.
Yeah.
They're just like, nah, fuck you, Andy. We want video of the week.
Okay, so video of the week, which is not bi-weekly, is FreshSpawns. Is a new DayZ game on the horizon. Now, this is 1 day old, and it basically compares the older engine of DayZ, the Infusion engine that it's on now, with the Armor Reforger Infusion engine that it is on. It compares it, talks about what is the potential of making a DayZ 2 or just moving this one across. please check it out. It goes in depth. Something that me and Andy are probably not going to go in depth about ourselves. So if you wouldn't mind checking out that video, he is FreshSpawns on YouTube, and it's called "Is a New DayZ on the Horizon?"
Yeah, it's quite interesting looking at that comparison as well between the both of them. And I mean, some bits of it is super early days, and some bits I was like, that looks fucking terrible. But then other bits you're like, huh, that actually looks all right, you know? And there's a little bit of all right. Because it's using armor models and armor textures and things like that. But then someone's recreated a portion of Chernerus, haven't they?
Yeah.
So it was just investigating that. And it was just saying, hey, this could potentially be the start of DayZ 2. But only time will tell, I guess.
Yeah, we have our own little segment in our Discord with our group of friends, and one of our guys just keeps posting up all these different games that can compete with DayZ. Well, he's been putting up a few lately, hasn't he?
Yeah, what was that one he put up today? It actually looked pretty good.
It actually looked good as well, but I don't know what it is. I wanted to click on it.
That Rooted he posted, which is with an Unreal in it. He's fucking got this thing. It's like, DayZ 2 needs to be made in Unreal or Unity. Like, okay, fair enough. That would be cool, but that ain't ever going to happen.
But that Rooted looks fucking very good, though.
Yeah, that's what
that
I'm
looks
saying,
like?
yeah.
It looks a bit like Uncharted.
Okay, it's like, yeah.
Yeah, but obviously DayZ style, and it's in Unreal.
Yeah, there you go. Hello. Just
So-
the tip. Oh, no, what?
So Andy was going to produce you with just a tip, and he stuck it in too early.
Hey, yeah, I'm just... Hey, nice guys finish last, and I'm not that nice.
No.
You nearly ruined my tip. You nearly exposed me for what I really was way too early
Yeah.
by trying to give away my tip earlier, which I only come up with whilst you were talking about cholera? Yeah, cholera.
We're in a collar, yes. Like a vicar.
So this week's Just the Tip is just called carry chlorine. Just carry chlorine. You can stack them. So if you find 2 bits of chlorine, stack them together. Now you've got 1 pack of chlorine. You know, I think
10.
up to
It comes in
12. Tens?
10.
All right, fine.
Tetra's 12.
Okay. Whatever.
10 for
For the chlorine. Yeah.
chlorine.
Yeah. I'll just finish your sentence for you.
Oh my god, we're so in tune.
So I found this useful when I was playing. What game was I? What server was I playing? Oh, I think it was just the Essica we were playing the other day. Was it Karma Crew Essica? Basically, we'd spawn somewhere not near any water, but I did find 2 canteens. Pour one canteen into the other canteen.
Make it
and then-
full. Make the full potential
Yeah.
of that 1 chlorine tablet.
And that's it. And then whack a chlorine tablet in it. You don't need to risk yourself at the well, and you don't need to go and find a water source. You've constantly got clean water on you. If you can find a dirty bottle or something like that, and then whack a chlorine tablet in it. I'm sure it won't taste very nice, but hey, it's a game.
Yeah, it is. And it's all good.
Carry chlorine. All right.
Good one, Andy. That is a very good tip.
Good one.
Good one. I see you know your medical stuff well. Second-hand fleshlight.
Thank you very much for listening to yet another episode of Friendly A DayZ podcast. I have been Andy.
And I have been Dave, and we would like to thank you for your ongoing support and all your interactions we have on our Discord. So yeah, if you wouldn't mind recommending us to a friend and stuff, that would be excellent. And let's just grow this. We're doing a mini plug at the end, Andy. That's what we do.
I know.
It's
I
like
know,
a delight. It's what they get when they get to the end. They get a mini
like a
plug
mini
as well.
plug.
They get a plug at the start, plug at the end. They get a plug from both ends. What?
Pegging. What? This isn't the plug, this is the peg.
This is the peg. Yeah, this ain't even plug anymore.
Yeah, that's one of the sickest things, man. Every week we have a new episode, and we get comments every week saying, "Great episode, guys. Well done, guys. I really enjoyed that." Sometimes we get new people come in and be like, "Guys, I found you like 2 days ago, and I've binged 17 episodes." And that kind of shit is wicked to read, isn't it?
Yeah, and also when I do my advertisement on Facebook, a couple of people will be like,
Oh, this is great.
Are you the Dave from the podcast? Are you Dave? Because I obviously, when you're on Facebook and you do your advertisement, you advertise it as your own personal name. I don't advertise it as Friendly A DayZ podcast. I just share it as my name, David. And they're like, you're the actual Dave. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable, Dave.
Unbelievable, Dave, but not Jeff. Yeah, it was like great. And they're like, starstruck as such. And I'm like, don't worry, I'm ugly as fuck and I'm balding, but it's all good.
I was going to say, they haven't clicked on your profile then, have they?
Yeah, please don't.
Will the fucking melt.
Picture of a second-hand fleshlight on there.
Oh, fuck. I forgot about that. So thank you. We can't thank you enough. You guys are sick.
Yeah. And like I said, you got any ideas for future episodes, or you got anything that you want us that we haven't mentioned yet, please drop it in that Discord, and we will inevitably plan to make a episode on it.
Sounds good. Just fucking nicking all of your content ideas and making it our own, right?
Yeah, but they want to hear it. They want to hear our very dull voices.
It's been a pleasure. Until next week. Well, actually, until tomorrow when you see us on 87.8 podcast live on their YouTube. Live on their YouTube.
I think we're going cam as well, ain't we, Andy? I think we're using our cameras.
I will be.
I'm going to use my camera from my old 3310, and Andy's going to actually use a proper camera.
Are you going on camera?
Yeah, I'm going to go cam. I can't not represent, man, just having this picture of Valen up. I'm going to let the public see me be horrified, face for radio, and I'm going to have to, the lens might smash or something.
It's going to be a face reveal.
Yeah. Guys, if you want to know what we look at...
What you look at? No one wants to know what you look at, Dave.
Actually, they've already heard what I've looked at. And buy on Amazon. So... If you want to know what we look like, come over to tomorrow and check us out on the 87.8 Survivor FM YouTube.
Just jump into the chat and just say face or something, or like you're ugly or some shit like that. Just so we know that you've come from here.
Yeah, I can't believe that you got the friendly guys on. Just drop some banter in there. We always love a bit of banter. We will endeavour to reply.
Just rib us, and then we can rib you live.
Oh, look at that ugly cunt. Hey, Len.
Your mum don't seem to mind. Hey! All right, let's sign off, shall we?
Yeah, this is the talk that gets faded out.
No, it wasn't. No, that bit's staying in. No, this bit's getting faded out.
This one's getting faded out.
This bit's getting faded out, yeah.
Sweet, yeah. Put a few out my bum off. It was great.